Hello, Holyoke High School. It's currently March 21st, and we are starting our very first podcast of the 2024 Herald season. My name is Alina Fairley, and I am the editor of the Holyoke High School Herald. I am a senior, and I'm here with Maura Dulude, who is our digital editor and social media manager. Today we're with Veronica Colon, who is starring in our musical My Fair Lady.
So, Veronica, when is My Fair Lady?
My Fair Lady is April 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. The 4th, 5th, and 6th is at 7:30 p.m. and on the 7th, for the matinee, it's at 2.
So Veronica is our starring in the musical this year. How are you feeling about that?
Excited, just blessed and honored, I guess, because it's really cool. It's awesome.
This is Veronica's second musical that she's starring in. So do you think that your preparation for this year is any different than last year?
Looking at last year, I feel like my role was more lighter, but taking on the role of Eliza for My Fair Lady is much more heavier, especially with just the amount of scenes she's in. She has so many lines. Like, every time she speaks, it's like she's, like, giving her own monologues every single time. But, yeah, I feel like this musical is just much more demanding for certain characters.
And this is your senior year, so how are you feeling about it being your last show?
Yeah, I feel like my senior year I was expecting to be like, all right, laid back, okay, musical time, laid back, but like no, like this one, it demands a lot of time. Like it demands, I guess, the stressors that come along with it. But yeah.
Do you feel like you're gonna continue singing and like acting in your future?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. With obviously college rolling around and like acceptances coming out, yeah, I'm just planning to pursue this, I guess. And see where it takes me, or yeah.
Any last words for anybody who's excited to see the musical or maybe doesn't know anything about it?
Yeah. Any exciting words is to come because it is genuinely hard work. So please come, try your best to have, or reach out to anybody, or just like spread the word because genuinely the roles are very tasking but it's an amazing musical and the trials and tribulations of it all. In the musical, and for us, like, just trying to produce the musical, it's, at the end of the day, beautiful. So definitely come, because it is good.
Yeah, people who don't work in entertainment, I feel like they don't know how much hard work, goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like, I dance, so, I know. It's a lot of work to put on a show. So we're very excited to see you, and thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you.
Joining us now, senior Jaslyn Davila, here to talk about spring sports.
So what sports are happening for the spring 2024 season?
All the spring sports we have for the 2024 season, we have baseball, softball, we have outdoor track, unified track, we have boys volleyball, and we also have
Tennis.
tennis.
Girls and boys tennis. So we actually have a member from the tennis team today, Gracie Chesmore. She's a junior, and she is the sports manager and writer for the Herald. So can you tell us, do you know any dates of your games?
Yes, our first match is April 2nd at 4 at home versus West Springfield. I know for sure.
And how are you feeling? It's your first year playing tennis. What are your thoughts?
It's pretty new. Today's day 4 for practice, but we have two new coaches this year, a volunteer coach and a head coach. So, and obviously I've never played before, so I'm just trying to learn the rules and getting used to like how to play
And how many captains do you have this year?
We have 2, Ava Tellier and Kelsey Brainerd.
The seniors?
Yes, both seniors.
And how do you feel, so Gracie's played field hockey for a while, right? A really long time. How do you feel about field hockey in comparison to tennis?
Field hockey obviously came a lot easier because, especially once I got here, I was already like acclimated. I knew the rules.
Yeah.
I knew pretty much everyone on the team. So we already had a really good like bonded team, I feel like, when I got here. So tennis, more than half of the team is pretty much brand new. So I feel like what we're working on right now is trying to get everyone's skills to the same level so that we can have a strong like core of our team.
And
Is it like easier or harder than you expected?
So far I feel like it's easier in actually playing. It's the rules that have surprised me have been harder, and that's what I'm trying to learn, as well as the actual like skills to playing. So yeah.
all right, thank you so much. Everybody come support their games, tennis games, all of the sports that are happening. definitely raising school spirit is very important. So thank you, Gracie, for coming on today.
Thank you for having me.
Another very important event for Holyoke this weekend was the St. Patrick's Day Parade and Road Race, which brought in over 350,000 spectators. Our high school brought in a lot of different groups for the parade. We all watched it. They were great. Me and Maura were there. We saw the marching band, who they were practicing really, really hard for probably a while now.
Months,
Yeah. Our cheer team, My Fair Lady.
Anything else?
We also had the restorative justice program walk in the parade,
Yeah.
and they've been working really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I look forward to the parade every year. It's so cool to see all the different stuff they bring in. Like, what's your favorite part?
I like the carts with the toys and everything.
Yeah.
And just everybody coming together in Holyoke. I like when we have like events and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the Puerto Rican Festival is another big one that brings like the communities together, and I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly how many like participants we had in the parade this year, but I think there was around 60 floats, 60 different organizations that came in. Yeah, and
Definitely
it was really,
a lot of people. I think
it was
it was
really successful weekend for Holyoke, I think.
Yeah, I think it was about like 350,000 people.
And I heard that the road race brought in 7,000 runners, and the entire weekend raised over $20 million for Holyoke, which is super, super cool.
That is.
The Grand Colleen this year was Elizabeth Gord, so she was featured in the parade on a stage with a bunch of Irish step dancers around her, and we have mayors from all around the region and lots of local firefighters, police departments, everything like that. It was super great for Holyoke in general. All right, guys, unfortunately this is the end of our podcast today, but thank you so much for watching and tuning in, and thank you to all of our guests.
This has been a great first podcast of the 2024 season, and we're super excited to continue.
See you next time.
See ya.
Everyone just wait.